Hello and welcome to another edition of Visionary Dreamcaster's Minecraft. I'm your host Vypran, and tonight I'll be working on a few things revolving around this place here. The Central. Okay, the Central. Zombie Central for long. And I'm probably going to get beaten up, smashed down, taken out. Nah, probably not. But it's possible. Anything's possible, isn't it? Anything is possible. Gonna make sure everything is up and running. And as usual, everything is slow and steady. Let's see if Lady Hellgod's gonna read out everything. Wow, it thinks it's 1:11 a.m. GMT -7. It is totally not right now. I'm sorry, YouTube, but that is not the case. Have I got my mic working? Sneaks, yes! I was about to live stream some Fortnite, but currently waiting for downtime. Oh, cool, Sneaks. Yeah, well, have you even seen this world? Like, it's not as big as yours. Yours is massive. Mine's more compact. Like, it's all... Hey, comrade. Yeah, you're an egg too. I know. You were once upon a time. You fertilized an egg when you were a sperm. Thank you, buddy. Pointing that out. Hey, Death Wolf. But yes, this is the double zombie spawner. Okay, there's two... I want to open this place up. But it's currently set to drown mode. I got everything running again. Found out it was a repeater in the wrong spot. So every 1 minute and 30 seconds approximately, what happens is a whole bunch of zombies will drop down this pipe here. Yeah, well that's the idea at least. Let's see if it actually works out that way. I can't even pick that up. Oh crap. Let's put this away. What can we get rid of? Oh no, oh no. Let's get rid of those and that. Don't need that stuff. That bit of iron there. This is the natural texture pack, Sneaks. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This too, but I can't remember. It is natural. Oh geez, I should have read the whole comment. Then I could have saved myself a whole lot of words. But I am verbose. Word of the day, verbose. I use that quite often. Because it's probably more effective than saying I use far too many words. It's just a lot less syllables than that. So, anywho, so I was cleaning up upstairs there, and I might take Sneaks on a little mini tour. Even though I do this every dang time, don't I? So I'm currently down near the bottom of the world, but essentially. Oh, hello. Yeah, you're dead. That's why you don't mess with Vypran. Okay, there is 2 spawners. One in here, right? Lights are on, so it shouldn't be spawning. And then, even though they often do. And then down here, I think, this whole place needs a clean out. This one. So we're only running on 1 at the moment, which is fine. Maybe I broke something while I was mucking about, but it's an easy enough situation. And this here, of course, collects everything and then pumps it back into those chests so I can easily collect it rather than having to do a whole lot. Wow, I really like the zombie contraption. My next project. And yes, I'd like to see. Yes, well, I will take you on that tour, indeed. That is not the way. Little auto furnace down here so that I can cook whatever I want, but it is currently out of coal. Everything's out of coal here. Why are these on? Let's turn that. One was off and it wasn't supposed to be, so I've definitely broken something. But that's okay. It's quite a slow way to get points like this. In drown mode though, it's a little bit better. I'll just kill these guys and then get out of here. Because they're noisy. They're noisy as hell. And if I want to switch it back to normal, I just flick that switch off there and they'll just drop normal zombies. Oh, somebody's getting called. Okay, I got my elevators. I've got my magma block elevators, so I can just shoot up these. Follow the lights, unless you're dying, in which case don't follow the lights. That's a bad idea. Now we're on the main level of Crafter's Retreat, which is of course my home base with no door here, because that is not important. It's not important, don't look at the no door there. And here is the storage unit. Holds about 290k worth of items. Just enough to build the little projects that I'm doing. Out this way is to Random Dragons area and the Nether portal. And then through here is the main foyer, where you kind of, this was the original entrance. This is where I first started the world. It did not look like this. It looked a whole lot different. The whole thing's been live streamed though. So if you've got like 300 hours, you can go back and watch all of that. Out here is the auto farm right there. NAGC, aka Red Thunder, and not another game collector. That's his little place there. Got my fountain, got a bridge from the second level leading into my completely automatic farm that isn't supposed to be for wheat, but it's got wheat in it. It doesn't do wheat too well. The main courtyard, which leads into my old bedroom, and the skeleton spawner. Skelly spawn is down here. So you drop down there, and I'll do that up later. It's basically the same as the zombie spawner, but pretty mean. Yeah, I'm treasure hunting on Minecraft. Cool! Cool stuff, Wasteland Wandering Death Wolf. And, oh, thanks, Sneaks. I'm just trying to get this thing running, and it's not doing its thing. That's why. Hey, Renico, hi! Oof, I got in the last minute break. Oh, yeah, I know, I was a bit late to stream tonight. This is my little bedroom where I've set up all my stuff for doing the builds. And then out this way is the rest of the village. So this is where I spent most of my time actually in the last few months, is working on this auto farm. But I'll show you that on the way back, because there's a lot to get through. And Renico is our music specialist. She has written, geez, is it 5 songs? Cats are fighting out there. 5 songs for this channel, and they're all Minecrafty, funky dance beats. So in here, this is the leather farm, which needs an upgrade because the cows escape. But basically how this works, you collect your wheat from the back here, it all pumps into this chest. So you hit the button and it puts it in there for you. You can pick that up, feed the cows. Got 3 switches on the wall for each set of gates. So you can choose which ones you want to cull or murder, whichever way you want to put it. And 3 little areas that you can do that in. One of these I'm going to be converting into an automatic wool farm. So I'll need to collect some sheep and stuff like that, which is of course going to be fun. Just love working with animals, unlike in the real entertainment industry where working with animals is bad. It is bad. Down there is the villager center, which hasn't been upgraded. It's still back in 1.13. But I quite like this leather farm build. That was quite fun to make. It's got its own little style. There's no boxes. You won't see many boxes in my world. It's just anybody can build a cube, but they can't build certain other shapes, which are just basically more cubes stacked on smaller and larger cubes, if that's how I see it at least. There's a few little houses around. One has had the roof burned down recently, so I'll need to fix that up. Whoops, but that happens. It happens. Sometimes I turn on fire spreads like that, and that's what happens. But yeah, got my little blacksmith in here, where I've got just 3 old villagers and some armor stands and stuff. I've figured out how to make them dance as well. They don't do so well on PlayStation 4 though. They kind of don't do all the movements. And then around there's another zombie spawner in here, for crap's sake. Why on earth? I don't know why, but I just thought I'd make that into a battle arena where you could fight them. And I blocked that doorway off. I forgot about that. But I really liked building the library. The library was a good one. That was a lot of fun. And there's still a block of dirt there, son of a... This is the main marketplace where I'm going to set up a whole bunch of the villages. Oh, jaw dropping, thank you so much. Even if I was in for a minute, I still wanted to stop by and say hello. Yes, that was Smokey and Ra. They have been at odds with each other the last few weeks. We've got 3 cats all together. And you might have heard one on Minecraft as well. Because there is one trapped in here. There is always one trapped in here. Or is there? Yeah, there he is. He looks like our ginger cat Ninja. But Ninja is nowhere near that fast in real life. He is fat and slow. Around here I'll be expanding the, what do you call it? The marketplace, putting in a little fishing spot and stuff like that. Chonk, yeah, he's pretty chonky. Holy crap. Yeah, no, not today, eh? Not today. Let's get inside. So in the library here is where I've set up the main villager trading center. Just for, you know, your cartographers and your librarians. So I kind of got it started and then thought, stuff it, I need to make a sheep farm, a wool farm before I can do anything. Because I got a few beds, but I need more. This is the old villager breeding ground.
Do you have videos of building a lot of this, or did you stream it?
I streamed it. Unfortunately, I haven't edited any. There is just so much to go through. I could probably use YouTube editor to go through a whole lot of them, but like I said, there's 300 hours I've spent on this, and a good 250, maybe 220 to 250 hours are all in there. Tame it and name it after me. Okay, bye. I see. I don't think you can tame stray cats. I'm not sure though. Totally yeah, that's pretty much why. I am working on a whole lot of edited videos in the background, of course, but they're more for redstone builds and sort of stuff like that. These big builds just take months, but it should be, you know, it shouldn't be that hard to go through and pick out the best building vids and string them all together so that I've got a solid 10-minute video that pretty much shows you me building these different things here. Oh, so sad about the roof, but that is why pretty much in almost every house there should be a chest.
Yeah, you seem very skilled with redstone. I am not very good with it. Grinning, squinting face.
It happens. Yeah. Some things are easy to do, some things are not. Oh, I love the open plan roof style there. But yeah, in each of these houses there's like a chest or 2 or 7 that have random stuff that I use to fix these places up. So, you know, there'll be everything here that I need to fix the houses in the area. I'll usually pick one house and put it in. Like, these are the little granny flats. Probably.
I forgot I left my game on online and I drowned. So much progress gone.
Oh no! Oh, Death Wolf. Why?
Bye.
Oh, I ruined it. I ruined it. Bye, Renico. Have fun. Yeah, I should have played her song too. Except I've got it on the phone that I'm using, unfortunately. This is Irish Moose's house. He's just got a little, you know, little deck he can sit out on. It's relatively safe. But my favorite little granny flat is actually one over here. Look, they're buzzing out. Okay. No. There we go. Eat. Yeah, definitely, she says. Better play my song.
Does your daughter play with you on this world?
She does. Yeah, I'll show you her house in a moment. It's not too far. This is my favorite little doorway, because you go through here and then you can walk through the little gate and it shuts after you. I don't know why that still impresses me. It is. It was actually really easy to do, but yeah, I did have a lot of fun building that one. And this is the observatory. So used to be able to see everything up here, then silly old me. What, do I have buttons? Oh yeah, I do. Ow! So I've got buttons for my doors. It's all on hard too, so that's why there's metal doors, so that the zombies can't break them down. I don't know if they even can still, but yeah, that's me for you. Over-engineer everything. And from up here, you used to be able to see everything. I did build the tree right in the way, so I can blame myself for that. But right over in the distance, that is Flame Girl's house, right there. Taming! Yes, taming! Yeah, I'll come back to this little place over here is AussieCat935, who he got second place in the last competition I ran for build off, like a build competition. They build their own stuff on their own world, then they send a screenshot to me, and I pick out of whoever's built something, and then the winner, I go to their world and build what they want me to build in their world. So that's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to do that. Over there is Viper Asylum's house that he's starting. He's going to build a castle on top of that. And you are really dumb for reals. Oh yeah, you totally messed that up. And this is the telescope. At some point you can actually see the moon through there. Or so I thought. Maybe it's the sun or the moon. It's supposed to be pointing at it. Then out from this area, I'm going to put priests and are they priests or are they? Yeah, whatever they are, those guys. I'm going to put them in here and make a sort of cathedral out one of these ways, or that way maybe. Whichever way suits it. It's probably that way, I think. But if I pop past the auto farm, we should be able to see that thing. Yeah, this is the auto farm. That's probably the biggest redstone build in this world so far. But because, you know, food's important, I've always got enough food. It transports it all back to my base as well, so I don't even have to leave my base. It all arrives there, and then I'm going to link that transportation system into everything else like that and that and that eventually. But that'll take a lot of effort, I believe. So through here this is basically what the farms look like. They're just 9x9s with a block of water under this block here, and that'll support all of that. That'll irrigate all that dirt, and then from there you can go on. And these are the machines that sort of pump water down. It lets water flow over all of this, and it washes it down into these pipes here, and they all get collected by a minecart system underneath the building. It can't actually do all 3 levels at once. It lags out and crashes the game. But you can do a one at a time. You can do one at a time, pretty sweet. And it'll collect everything. So down here is the mess I made. You gotta go down, down, down.
OMG, that's so smart. I'm so sorry. This is just insane face with tears of joy.
I'm glad it blew your mind a little bit there. But it's so much fun. This is the parts that I have fun with, is actually building these crazy things. This is my little pumpkin farm. It only puts out 2 pumpkins at a time, but I think it's 64 an hour. So I want to increase this. I want to make more of these little pumpkin farms. They're so effective. And the minecart, where is the minecart? Holy crap, I think the minecart lagged out. But the last time I came up here, the minecart was not even on its rails. It was... Oh, look, there it is. There it is. It stopped over there. So, lucky I came down and checked that. There's all sorts of little problems that go wrong with redstone from time to time, and that is one of them. That is definitely one of them. I can't even get up there to do that. Can I? I think I can. I just need to touch it. I just need to touch it, and it won't let me touch it. No touchy.
Hi.
No touchy. There we go. That's got it going. Let's see if that continues. Chemical Nemical, new name. Thank you for joining the stream. Over Engineer just shows how much of a Minecraft veteran you are. It's insane. I do love watching other people's builds and getting ideas from them. I take a lot from Tango Tech and Exuma Void and Mumbo Jumbo, and because those things don't work perfectly on PS4, I have to convert them. So I have a whole world where I've gone through and I've converted PC version builds into into PlayStation 4 builds. And on the top floor, I wonder if it's still nighttime. Top floor is just a bedroom, so that you've actually got a place you can stay if you're in the auto farm doing some farming. But yeah, you can only sleep at night. Of course. I can take you over to Flame Girl's house. Oi! Come on. Thank you.
Hey, you know what else is deep, weird, and awesome?
I can
don't
sense
know how
where
your
this
brain
is
knows
going.
how all
Hey,
redstone wiring
Isaiah.
and railways work. It looks like an interesting build in itself, faced with tears of joy. Hey man, how's
Thanks.
IR going?
Hey, Alpha Nerd. Welcome, welcome. Now, Steve, isn't it? Awesome stuff. Alpha Nerd does some amazing videos about
ID.
movies. He talks movies. His most recent one was Team America. Oh, what
To
a
the
great
amazement
movie.
of all chemical Nemical
Yeah.
has just subscribed.
What a
Your
great
much
movie that
appreciated
was.
smiling face with sunglasses.
Welcome, Alpha. He also streams some video games, Call of Duty, that sort of thing.
Thanks man, so much laughing.
You're welcome. I enjoy your videos, man. Your content is great. Out the back here, of course, is just my sugarcane farm, because I wanted to make lots of books, so I went overkill on that. And these are so simple. This is all it is: a block of dirt next to a slab on top of the water, so that the water stays there. It's just brilliant but functional, and extremely dangerous in the rain or at night. Things will blow you up in there. Creepers, of course. That's Flame Girl's house. She is building it piece by piece. That's my daughter, my oldest daughter. And she's getting really
Man,
good.
I really appreciate your kind words. I've been feeling discouraged because I can barely get 70 views.
It is. It's really hard starting out on YouTube. You know, I know I don't comment enough. I'll usually sit there and comment like in real life and not actually type it down. So there's a lot you say that I can agree with. I can tell we're from that same generation, which is really cool. Yeah. But yeah, it can be discouraging on YouTube when you don't get the views. I know I'm not really focused. That's not my focal point in the games and streaming, live streaming and stuff. Just because I enjoy playing the games, and I'm playing them anyway. So, and I enjoy talking and narrating.
That's an inefficient way of a sugarcane farm, but you do whatever. I ain't gonna stop you.
Like you'd know, Isaiah, you are so good at.
Cool that your daughter built that house.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. She's getting awesome at it. She's 14. They've been playing for a lot longer than I have, though. But I'm a professional artist for many years, so yeah. But yes, Isaiah, you are absolutely correct. It is an inefficient way of using, space-wise. Like, I know how to make an auto farm that just works perfectly for those, and it'll collect it all. But basically, that was built the first week. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, some of these things are...
Shush, I am a Minecraft veteran.
Of course you are, Isaiah. And yet I've never seen anything you've done. So until I see proof, I'm sorry. I'm just going to lump you in the back with the naughty kids. This is the recent build, which is an auto smelter. Once again, went way over the top. It was supposed to be tiny, and this is what it turned out to be. It's just totally, that's how I do things sometimes. I make it more difficult than it should be. What is going on here? Why are you lit? You should not be lit. There is no reason for that to be lit. Okay, yet another mystery. A lot of things has been going wacky.
Grinning, squinting face.
I want to make my world more compact. Yeah, well, there is actually a whole lot of other builds out there in the world that friends have made, but the idea for this world was that we picked an island or a continent or a map, and we focused on that. And I've picked a bunch of people that really spend a lot of time on their builds and put a lot of thought and effort into making them into a reality. So, in the background, lots of people have come through and done some work here. So yeah, it has been, like I said, a lot of hours personally and then overall together, you know, I think Viper's been in here the most, with around 50 to 60 hours he's spent here. But I just love getting everything to work, the resource management, time management, and then trying to make things so that not only do they function, but the redstone's hidden and it's
So
aesthetically
awesome.
pleasing.
My friends tend to troll more rather than wanting to actually grind and help me face with tears of joy.
That's right. That's right. It's because they're on, you know, they're on camera, and that can affect people in in a certain way, negatively or positively, depending on which way you look at it. But yeah, your friends do. Like I have had a lot of friends through here that do try and do that, especially when they see that maybe I've done a little more work than they have, and they want it instantaneously. They don't want to actually spend that, you know, 1 to 2 hours a day.
Its annoying face with tears of joy.
They'll do it. Oh, well, at least they're consistent. And I was gonna say, if you want to know how to do the green screen thing, it is actually very simple, Sneaks. But it takes a little bit of setup. I've just got a good room to do it. Like just behind me is just a completely flat wall, which I've hung the green screen on, which is basically just a piece of linen out of the closet that I put in front of the chroma key. When you adjust your camera settings in the background there, you could go down to chroma key, and then you hold up these different colored linen in front of the camera. Whichever disappears, that's your green screen. All right, then you hang it behind you, and then you just make sure you only put in front of that what you can see. And if you can see stuff out the back, you've got to bring it closer so that it cuts out the back of your room, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm going to get on to working this thing out, which is of course I'm just going to be grinding through this roof here until I reveal all of this grinder.
Oh, that's
and then
so
I'll,
awesome. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. It's like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Once you know where and what you're looking for. Yeah, switch it to that chroma key. I didn't spend a dime to get it. I just picked the right sheet. You know, a green, light blue, or dark blue. Mine's dark blue. So certain colors, like, you know, it's trying to phase out my gray. There's certain colors I just can't wear. I can actually wear green, which, you know, people freak out because usually green disappears. Anything blue disappears, like my controller's blue, so that's gone. But it is a cool little effect that, you know, it's one of those ideas. I should really just do a video for it. Probably get a couple of 100 views on that one. Like Alpha Nerd was saying, yet it is difficult to get massive amounts of views.
That would be really funny to make an invisible cloak. Ha ha ha.
Oh yeah. Well,
Thanks,
I do
Steve's
have an
golden
invisible
hand.
cloak, a cloak of invisibility right
Invisible,
here.
I mean.
But it's the wizard cloak, you know, because my guy is the wizard, right? He's got little stars. I'm imagining those squares as stars, right?
Hi.
But I actually have this one, which is my cloak of
Oh, good Alphaner.
invisibility. So now I'm almost completely disappeared if I use my cloak. But except for the stars, you know, I have one eye. So there is quite a few different strange things.
OMG laugh, that's so funny. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Yeah, and welcome, Mr. Unusual. Yeah, welcome to the stream. I like putting up strange titles on things just to attract different people, because they go, deep, weird and awesome. What the hell is that about? But you know, it's kind of a description of me, myself, and I, and all my other personalities. Which, you know, Vypran himself is just a personality. I'm 10 times more savage than Vypran in real life. I try to dial it back a fair bit in order to play Minecraft. And then I turn it up a little bit when I play games like Fallout. Oh, I did it again. Dirk.
What we working on tonight?
Hey, Crewcon King. Welcome back. What am I working on? I'm working on the grinder. I'm going to be mining through most of this area and building it from the ground up, from the bottom up, I should say. There's a lot of mess to take care of. There's going to be a lot of blocks left over. I'm secondarily trying to pick up as much iron and coal as I can. I'm not actually finding that much down here. I am at, like, you know, Y35 and lower, but
yeah, one
we'll
time
see
I
what
wrote
we'll get.
playing Fortnite with annoying little G in real life, my nieces, and it attracted a few people. I realized how odd that title S. This that double spawner.
How that title sounded after I started getting rude jokes from people. Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah, they will take your titles and exploit them. You know, every time I do something like this, I try to have a backup plan for any situation that might
How's it
arise.
going,
But
Seven
how
Gaming?
is that? How easy is that? Yeah. Yeah, we've actually got three. There's 3 New Zealanders here tonight. Sneaks is from New Zealand. Crewcon King is from New Zealand. Now, Alpha, were you in Canada? I'm not. Yeah, I didn't quite catch where you were from though. I was trying to figure it out because your accent isn't that heavy, isn't that thick. So yeah, usually from my years and years of merchandising for tourists.
Canada, Ontario, great memory.
Excellent, excellent.
What up, fellow Kiwis?
Yeah.
And with fingers played.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a collection of us together, so one day maybe we can do some sort of Kiwi-based event. I think strength in numbers might be a good idea, and you know, that sort of idea goes well with what you're doing as well, Alpha Nerd. You know, other people, hunting down other people that are doing similar content to you
That would be really cool.
will really help grow your channel. I know that's probably how I got from 300 to 6, was actually just by talking to people, like-minded individuals that shared views and understanding of things and goals as well. That's of course important. But he'd know that he's as old as I am. Damn. Oh, pushing on 40. Damn it. Oh no, I'm gonna be 40 soon. No. I don't even have those blocks. What do you mean I don't have those blocks? It won't let me switch to them. Okay. Well, that's alright. Here we go. Let's put those back. I think that's as far as it's going to let me go over there. But yeah, I do a lot of commentary, and we pick different subjects that I like to talk about.
While we're getting up there in age, we both look 31.
Yeah. I had to grow a beard though, because something shocked me a few weeks ago. Well, you know, this is my shocked face. But I was sitting here with my daughter, and 2 or 3 people commented over the space of a week that we looked the same age, and I'm like, oh my god, that is complimentary to me. However, very that could be awkward for a 14-year-old girl. There is no way I look 14, but oh well. I was 14 once. I did run into somebody from when I was that age. He's in his 60s now, and he said I haven't changed a bit, but I fear his eyesight is failing him in his latter years. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I've enjoyed this whole streaming thing. Like, if you don't know the backstory of that, it's basically I started because I broke my ankle and I was stuck in bed, and I thought I'd try the share button and see what happened, and now I'm here. It's like, well, it's been a year and a half since I actually started uploading videos and doing streams and trying to edit stuff together, which has always been an interest, but not, it didn't even make it to the level of hobby. So once I got past that point of being sort of, well, a chicken, I guess, being too scared to actually do it, once I got past it, it was like, okay, I don't mind this. Sure, there's downsides, but
I'm
you can't
tempted to
get
join,
anywhere.
but I'm too lazy to put back Minecraft into the PS4.
Oh, don't bust the gut there, Deathball. Don't hurt yourself, buddy. Okay, that's off. That's supposed to be
Someone
off.
said, same age as me, I'm 16, said I look 29, face with tears of joy, that is the oldest I have gotten so far. People usually think I'm in my 20s, which
Which is odd, but I guess it happens. It does. It does. Some people just can't tell how old you are by looking at you. But that's, you know, so like some people think you're not the sex you are as well. I don't know if people need glasses or if they just need to open their eyes. I'm not sure which one it is, but that can be embarrassing. Hey, Daddy Chipmunk, welcome back, my friend. How's it going for you, my good man? Okay, drowned over there. I want to get rid of this stuff. Can I reach it? Yes. I think we can reach up 7 blocks in Minecraft. I mean, 7 blocks from the floor. Because your body counts as a block, I believe. We are all blocks. No.
I'm good, buddy. How's you?
Yes, excellent. It's coming up to Thursday,
yeah, well,
which is a good day.
I sound like a guy sometimes, so faced with tears of joy. It's kind of funny, but hey, everyone's ears and eyes are different.
They are. They are. Otherwise, we couldn't tell each other apart. That would be annoying. Hey, you look exactly like 7.6 billion other people. This is, yeah, things would get weird if that was the case, wouldn't it? I'm glad we all have our own individuality. But you do notice how we have, yeah, when you...
if we were all the same face with tears of joy.
It sure would be. Ow. I like how in the word individuality, there is duality at the end of it. So it's kind of a contradiction in terms.
One of us.
Yeah.
911.
It sure is. It sure is. So yeah, big shout out to those heroes of that time. You know, it was an important moment, 2001. I know it was for
911.
me. That was the point
What
in
is your
time.
emergency? I'm no different to anyone as I'm a she-male laughing.
Oh man. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, that is...
Hey, are you want demon?
That is something we got to learn to tolerate in our society. Like, imagine if there's like, if there is extraterrestrial beings out there, they'd be all different colors. They might be, you know, they might not have sexes as we have genders, I mean. And they might not have sex, so that would be a surprise. They may just, you know, touch hands and then, oh dear, you're pregnant.
No.
So when you look at it from that perspective, we need to start getting more tolerant.
Hey,
if we're going to become a galactic society, I don't think we're going to be able to do it if we're getting all upset because some girl wants to be a guy or some guy wants to be a girl. We got to just get over that crap. Oh jeez. Now, Nathan, that comment, you got a sub, Chipmunk. Yeah. Hey, I want your diamonds, says Selma. Oh man, I want my diamonds too. They are funky diamonds. Welcome to the chat. Cindy Mae Lewis, you are sexy. Thank you for the compliment there. I do think so. You'll have to get confirmation of that from my lovely lady though. She is the one who decides whether I'm sexy or not. I wish I could just be the sole proprietor of my eternal sexiness, but yeah, this is just not how it works. I am so sad about that.
1268.
Now, Virgin Aliens. Yeah, it could be. Jeez, Deathwolf. He is great at putting some amazingly weird and awesome comments in the chat. Oh, cool.
Nathan,
Nice.
you okay, bud? Hello to all you people from the other side of the world.
Yeah, well, they're from everywhere, which is what I truly like about doing this. You get a whole slice of culture from different places, and you can see. Oh, that's a silverfish.
Train dog skull, loudly crying face, loudly crying face.
Oh yes, he's doing that. He is doing that. But what? The next thing we were talking, he mentioned, September. You know, it's a special time. That was the moment, 2001. I had a dream on September the 10th that I was in a plane and the the pilots were making jokes over the intercom, really bad jokes as well, like, you know, a plane has just crashed in a graveyard, you know, 1,500 bodies have been recovered. And I realized, what the hell is going on with these guys? So I went up to the cockpit and I was talking to these two basic alpha male pilots, and they were hilarious. It was we had great fun up there, but then stuff kind of hit the fan at that point, because out the window something had gone wrong. The plane was crashing, and there was 2 towers coming up in front of us, and those 2 towers were covered in gargoyles and goblins and stuff like this. And then of course, in my dreams I can lucid dream, so basically I saw this all coming. I'm sitting in the cockpit watching this just come at us like 550 kilometers per hour, or, you know, 290 miles per hour. And so I slowed time, basically punched my way through the fuselage of the plane, ran out onto the wing, and then crouched down and held on. And then I watched as the entire plane crumpled into the side of the building, and the wings began to wrap around these buildings. And when that happened, I of course jumped to the building, which is what you do in a dream, you're allowed to do that, and then ran down the side and just watched everything come down, the dust, and it was just absolutely amazing. The level of special effects that went into this dream was humongous. I had been watching a lot of movies like The Matrix, and geez, at the time I'd been heavily into Dragon Ball Z and what else, Halo, and oh man, there was a ton of stuff going on at the time, media wise. But yeah, the whole towers came down, and I hid behind some rubble, and I had a device. Basically the device was called a transmission, and this thing could see through walls, it could pick out people, it could tell you what was going on, all within a certain radius of its activation. And then of course I woke up, and in the lounge was my mother watching television.
Money bag, heavy dollar sign up, finger.
Yeah, was my mother watching television, and on the TV there was what looked to me like it was a movie. I was like, what movie is this? Because it was, you know, Twin Towers and yeah, in New York falling. And she's like, this isn't a movie, this is really happening. I was like, nah, I just had a dream about this stuff. Like, you know, what's going on? And she's like, okay, you know, she laid it down. She told me the whole story. I'm like, no shit. So I watched it, and of course I couldn't believe that stuff, because one, I know what a controlled demolition looks like. I've been watching Demolition Masters on Discovery Channel for 6 months, for fuck's sake. But anyway, yeah, to me it was a whole bunch of, you know, bull. And so me and a few buddies, we rented a hotel down in pretty much a tourist central here in the far north. We picked up a hotel there. We got supplies, whiskey, beer, vodka, a whole bunch of energy drinks. Red Bull and V were around at the time, but we set up, and then we debated what on earth had just happened on television, and why, you know, what the hell was going on. So it was just crazy. Oh, whoops. True, same, I love that as well. I'm not sure which one that was talking about, but yeah. Yeah, but Nathan was getting naughty, so yeah. And I was ranting, which I do go off on my own rants. But yeah, we discussed this, and a buddy of mine just hit everything on the head. Like, in hindsight, he had picked out everything that was going to happen next from that situation, just because he just sort of worked it out. He's like, hey, this means that, and that means this. We're like, holy crap. But it was an amazing time. It was just in a time of great awakening, I suppose, where a whole lot of people around the world went, what the F, and just put down the remote control and just started talking to one another on the internet about what is going on in our planet. And ever since, you know, it's led to here, it's led to Trump being in, you know, the whole thing is just yeah, it has escalated quickly. But yeah, wasn't that amazing that Trump was actually, you know, he was on Simpsons as the president, like back in was it the mid to late 90s? I think it was like 98, 99. I remember distinctly because I have a eidetic memory. I'm just not good with dates. Now I don't remember the exact dates, but I remember the visual side of it, which is pretty intense. Stel is the best music disc. Okay, no Caddis. Oh dear, we've got a disc battle going on. Maybe you guys should pull out your scratching decks and fight. But yeah, that is where we're at today. And of course, I do believe there is a big there's a big rally heading for Washington DC tomorrow. A whole bunch of supporters of, well, disclosure, truth, bringing forward some of the ideas that every, you know, what do they call them, conspiracy theorist has ever had. Even though I wouldn't call them conspiracy theories, I would say they've just got a different perspective because they got a different set of information based on, well, I'd probably say facts, but then, you know, YouTube would shut me down. Oh man, life is a funny thing though. As soon as you think you get a handle on it, that's when it shoves a spanner in the works and you got to start from scratch. But you know, life is what it is. We can't do anything more than just either go with the flow or give up and die, which might be okay. I don't know. I haven't done that this lifetime yet, obviously, because I'm still here.
Agreed, comrade. That's my fave Minecraft disc too.
But yeah, intense stuff. And you guys wouldn't even know about this because you weren't even born. You weren't even born in 2001. I was 20, 21, something like that. Yeah, I was 21. Oh yeah, 21st. We have big 21st parties here in New Zealand. They are so much fun. I was looking forward to mine immensely. And then I drank too much and missed it. So, whoops. That's what happens in New Zealand though. A very large drinking culture. Oh yeah. They were good years. Like, yeah, looking back, it was so easy.
Face with tears of joy.
Oh yeah. I haven't known you long, Squeaks, but I can guess that you're going to get pretty messy. You're going to get pretty messy on your 21st. You remind me of one of my cousins. And yeah, her 21st got well out of hand. Like, it was like Ron Burgundy and his buddies. That really escalated quickly when they had that big fight in the holy crap, who's that? When they had the big fight in the alleyway with pretty much every comedian in history.
My parents have started me early, but don't worry, I drink moderately face with tears of joy.
Oh dear. So is this base all underground? This grinder is completely underground. That's why I've got to dig it out. And I wanted to go from the bottom up just so that I can only clear what I want to. But now I've forced myself into a corner here. I should have ducked right instead of going left. And I forgot to bring two important pieces. I forgot to bring a silk touch pickaxe and bling in what are they called? Scaffolding. Hey, Ricky, what in tarnation? Welcome back, Sir Alucard in the house. How you doing, buddy?
From your main base down into the grinder.
Yes, the main base entrance is right at the back there. See that waterfall back there? That is where you pop up. Only about 40 blocks from the central storage unit. So I'm just down there trying to hit 30. I've hit 30.
Alucard, great name.
Yeah. Yeah, he's around our age as well. He streams when he can. Works really hard. You know, he's a hard worker, or Ricky. Yeah, work much harder than me. I feel like I get an easy run. But at the moment, you know, we got 5 kids, man. We got 5 kids.
Checking his channel now.
That is always intense. There is no rest. You know, especially for my lovely lady. She does most of it because she can multitask. I can't. I can only focus on one thing at a time. So the honeydew list, as they call it in America, That is rather
Pretty
large.
good, dude, just hot AF.
Oh yeah, awesome, awesome. Yeah, we're finally moving towards spring. It's slowly getting away from this horrible winter. I wanted to assess the windows because you know I'm also a wood and aluminium joiner on top of being an artist. You know, I paint, I sculpt,
Thanks, Alpha
and
Nerd.
and wolf and wood and stone
It's
sculptures.
been free, easy, and right.
It has been. It has
Smiling
been one of the
face with
colder.
Sunglasses up, finger, right finger. I
One
miss
of the
winter.
colder years. You miss it? Yeah. We all say that in the heat of summer. I'd say where you're at in Texas there, Deathwolf, a lot hotter than it gets here. A lot. And we don't get the sort of temperatures you're facing on the daily. But you know, I enjoy winter more because in summer there's just nothing you can do after you're naked and in water. Like if you're still hot, you got a problem.
Weather, it's really the best weather, Eva.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we do have so many different seasons in one day. There's even a song about it by Crowded House. 4 seasons in one day. He's not wrong. He is not wrong about that. We often get 4 seasons in one day. Oh, I'm making a mess of this. I can sense it.
You're an artist. Have you been to the Weta Workshop in Wellington?
Yes,
I
I
recently
have.
went there over the school break. It's so amazing. I quite lick.
Yeah, that has got some amazing
No
artwork
problem. My
there.
old PSN name was Alucard82.
Ah.
Alucard from Castlevania. I realize yours is a different Alucard, but still cool.
Oh yeah.
Lived in Brisbane for 5 years, and there's Neva. Winter, it's a continuous summer all year round.
Yeah, that place, I
On
don't think I could
temperature,
live
and
in.
I still wear jackets because comfortability is important to me. I'm live right now playing Minecraft. Join us.
Welcome, hi and bye, Rose Sickly. Get back to your stream. What do your viewers think? Oh my gosh. They're like, she left us! Come back, Rose! But actually, if you're coming here to get people, then you probably don't have any watching, so I'm sorry.
I'm actually wearing my leather jacket right now as a nightgown to keep myself warm, faced with tears of joy.
Oh man. I like being able to put on more and more clothes. Like, what does that remind me of? I think it actually reminds me of something out of Friends where I think Joey was wearing all the clothes that Chandler
I'm
owned.
going to stream in it face with tears of joy.
And it was terrible. I'm going to stream in it. Yeah, you better. Yeah.
I love hoodies.
And tell everybody you're a bikie, that you ride a motorcycle, because that would be cool.
Neva owned one in Australia. All Alice's appreciated
Oh, yeah.
Alpha Lol. Bloody Gabor.
Bloody too horror.
Hot.
Hot. Yeah, too bloody hot. Exactly. I would have gone by and seen what Rose is up to, but I've got everything around the wrong way. I've got PlayStation 4 reading out my chat on one device, and then I've got YouTube reading the other half because PlayStation 4 can't seem to manage to get all the messages correct, which I think is completely ridiculous.
Then I'll get people asking me about different bike types, and it'll be like mountain bike. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
That's true. Yeah, good forward thinking there, Sneaks. You don't want to put yourself into a situation where you won't have a good answer, because it is recorded live and anything can happen. I don't know how many times I've got myself in trouble. Probably every stream, actually. Every stream I've got myself in trouble. So I suppose I'm getting used to it. I'm totally getting used to it. Let's make it completely dangerous up here so that I can see what on earth is going on. You're gone. Oh no.
Yeah, the weirdest thing I've been asked was to kiss my feet on stream, face with tears of joy.
Wow, that is weird. That is totally weird. Yeah. But, you know, if you're athletic, it's possible. Yeah, 2 out of our 4 daughters are athletic as. They can stretch every way. They've taken gymnastics, and they do hip hop and Bollywood and all sorts of dancing. Because dancing is a big thing with my girls, which I think is great.
That's so strange to ask someone.
It is. It is. What is the strangest thing I've been asked? Are you a trap? That one came up once. Like, well, at the time I didn't know what trap was, so I had to ask what it was. Then I realized, well, if you can't tell what the difference between a man and a woman, I think.
Here with this mining in all different places, I'm trying to get a clear picture here.
Yeah, I'm just taking out the roof.
I'm sure
and
he had a foot fetish baby face with tears of joy in him. Questionable. I don't think field hockey is going to help me kiss my feet. Ha ha ha. Be right back.
I don't think so.
Some stuff.
Okay, Deathwolf. Thank you for keeping an eye on the chat, my friend. Oops. Oh crap. Yeah. So what I am doing is just revealing all of this redstone so that I can build a beautiful surround around it, and access points, staircases, that sort of thing, so that I can get back into this machine when it's busted. Because it will do that probably every update. It seems to have done it almost every update, I should say. But yeah, this is the timer that operates the drown control mechanism. That's where I'm at. But it is completely a labyrinth. I made it specifically like a labyrinth so that if I was to ever have to fight somebody here, in this entire map is a labyrinth, so if I ever had to fight somebody, I would have an advantage. It is getting bedrock. It is getting bedrock. I think that was confirmed 2 months ago now. It has been a while. It has been a long time since they confirmed that. And I'm kind of looking forward to it, because then I'll be able to play with a few of the friends that have been stuck on Xbox, the poor lonesome fools. Those poor lonesome fools. Nah, nothing wrong with Xbox. Okay.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, it will be. It will be.
Crossplay.
Yeah, crossplay from PC to Xbox to PlayStation.
I'm trying to convince my Xbox buddies to buy a PS4 to play with me face with tears of joy.
That would be great. Oh, and of course you can add me, Sneaks. I'm pretty sure I remember your PSN, but you don't need to say that on stream, but I'll put mine in there so that you or anybody else that hasn't added me already can.
Is crossplay happening?
Yeah, it is. Just for specific games. Like already there's crossplay on Dauntless, and I believe Fortnite too is a crossplay game. And now Minecraft. They're slowly getting together. You know, the way I see that is that yes, the companies have merged.
Add you now while I wait for my Fortnite to update.
Cool.
Yes, Fortnite is crossplay.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. I sort of gathered that. I only watch it when my friends play it. I don't actually play it myself.
That's
like
good.
I said
I
earlier.
am glad.
Yeah, I can't stand it. Ever since Fortnite went on, it was actually on New Zealand TV. That's why it got so sort of popular here, was because they just put it on TV and everybody's like, hell yeah, I'm going to play that game. Like, well, I'm not, because the TV said it. The kids got it though. The kids have it, and they're pretty damn good. Surprisingly good, actually. Well, not surprising. They've been around video games pretty much their entire lives. I've had, yep, I gotcha. I'll add it after the stream there. Sneaks. Do I need to take that area out? No, I don't, but this area I do.
All good.
I need some light here too. It's not going to last long though, because I will be tearing this all up. So yeah, sorry, it's just sort of a boring muck around stream, but at the same time, I like the commentary. I like talking to people, catching up, seeing what they're doing. Like, you know, watching Alpha Nerd's channel has actually put me back to go watch a few movies, like Half Baked. That was hilarious. It's just a cigarette, he said. But, oh crap, that's not cool. That is not cool. Did I do that right? Yeah, I think I did. But yeah, Half-Baked is such a funny movie. It really didn't get as... Oops, there's signs on theirs. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to have a problem in there. I'm going to have to get in there and put some signs. And the only way to do that is from inside. You can't do it from outside. Oh, man. Got to watch it around here. Some of the things I didn't do properly. Okay, because all the trophies that you have on this account. Oh, that's true. That is true. You can have issues when that changes. Don't break that block. Okay, gotcha. I won't break that block. I am breaking all these though, aren't I? Pretty much all of them. Back to there. Let's open that up. Because soon I just want to have one large room that I can look at and go, okay, now I can see what I want to build in here. Because in Minecraft, if you're going to do redstone, you really have to build the redstone first and then build the building around the redstone. Because if you try to build a building and then fit redstone in it, you'll just run into 100,000 problems that you did not know exist until you tried to do that. So there is a bit of redstone knowledge, a little bit of redstone conundrum solving ability. Oh, I wish I could have thrown that just a little bit further. But no, let's do it that way. Give me that torch back. Oh, jeez. Okay, don't break those. Don't break the bottom ones, and then I'll be able to get across there. Look, there's the final wall. Okay, I'm going the right way. Oh, stop breaking the bottom floor. I need a floor to stand on. I know I'm doing it all backwards. I could have started from the top and then just worked my way down, but if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it the difficult way, apparently. Apparently that's how I work. You get the same stuff at work. Like, why are you doing it that way? Because if I do it this way, I'll find the easier way to do it. And that's what I'm all about. I'm kind of a lazy person, which is why I think of the most effective, fastest, most efficient way of doing things. Because I don't want to work too hard. Who wants to spend all their time working way too hard? Not I, said Vypran. Not I. It's only going to bust my stuff up, though. This is getting dangerous. Dangerously low. I was thinking of, I had run through the idea of doing some movie reviews in the past. But I need to upgrade not only my editing skills, but my time management in real life. Because, if I'm going to spend 2 hours a stream each night, it doesn't really leave much time for editing, does it? So I'm going to have to trade off. I'm going to have to trade a few things off. Because I only get these 2 hours every day. Half-Baked is a classic. I missed a whole lot. I'm really glad to hear that, brother, me making the videos has caused me to go back and rewatch some. I'm glad it's happening to you as well. Yeah, I'm sorry, this thing, Lady Hellbot dies every now and again, and I think everybody just goes quiet. So I should be reading them out, but I'm being slack. So here we go. Yep, Fortnite update. Now we go. Deathwolf says, I have returned to bring destruction to the world. With your guys' permission, of course. Yeah, you gotta ask nicely before you destroy the world. Deathwolf, that's how polite people work. Do you have many achievement huntings? I have 18 platinums. No, I don't do the trophy hunts, Sneaks. I'm sorry. I obviously am working towards a lot of them at the same time, but not really too focused on that part. I get caught up in doing these builds, these ridiculous builds, and it doesn't leave much time for doing the trophy hunts. But I'm thinking, every time I build something, I do have in the back of my mind that there is a trophy for this, that, and the other thing. So I try to incorporate those into the builds. I haven't actually gone through on my old world, which was basically a trophy world on PS3, and collected all the trophies from that one. So yeah, they're all there, sitting there waiting, and I just haven't been bothered. Oh man, it is still going. Why did I have to make this so large? Because it wouldn't be epic if it wasn't large, right? I think that's why. There is a method to the madness. Yeah, that's a shulker box. Gonna take a long time to break that with a shulker box. Okay, did I pick up that sign? Yes. Let's get in that water. Let's go for a swim and put the sign back on the wall. There. Yeah. Now we just need one more and we'll be good. How much damage that caused? Probably not much, because it would have just popped some torches down there. And maybe, oh, there's the sign down. Oh no, that's rotten flesh. Oh, this beast of a level. I tried to do as much of this mining off stream as I could, but like honestly, when a 4-year-old comes in and said game, that's when you go game. And yeah, we played a new game, which I should probably give a shout out to this game, because being a kid from a teenager in the 90s, we used to play 2-player, co-op side by side, sitting on the same couch looking into a 29-inch TV, playing Mega Drive and Nintendo and geez, what else did we play? Geez, Atari and all sorts. But it's very difficult to find 2-player co-op games in this day and age, which I thought was surprising. Hey, look, I can break those. But not that one, because I don't have a second sign. But yeah, now I missed a few more. Have I ever? Oh yeah, Half Baked is a classic. It certainly is. Definitely one to have a 422. Have you ever played The Shadow of the Tomb Raider? It's honestly such a fun game. I haven't played that. Sneaks. Lol, I would love if Vypran did a collaboration with Cinema Sins. I'll have to look up who Cinema Sins is. Yeah, man, I don't have a computer, so I can't do any editing. I got to get a computer up to the quality of my videos. Well, I can give you a little tip on one of those alpha. If you've got a good smartphone, you can actually download quite a few good, cheap video editing tools. Some are monthly subscriptions and some are free with a whole bunch of things turned off, and they put a little logo in the corner. But they are actually really useful. I've done about 4 or 5 of my videos on the Power Director app for Android, and they turned out looking not too bad. And I didn't even use half of the functionality that those programs had. But and it was simple. It was simple to use. So I do suggest looking into the App Store and seeing what you can find there. I never really knew much about them until I saw you could get a beautiful blue one. So I went the grind. Oh, so I love the grind.
Thanks for the tip.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Though some of the activities some trophies require can be complete bonkers. Your truth right there. Some of them, like, why would I waste my time? Some of them are pets. I don't do the pets like I should in Minecraft. I get a lot of stick for that. It's like, what do you mean you don't have any pets? And I go, well, they lag out my game. I want redstone, not pets that sit around and go meow, meow, woof, woof. I'm like, my poor kids. They come back to my world one time and I killed all their dogs because they had been annoying me with with the noise. Like, what happened to my dog? Oh, you mean this one, that one, and Wolfie and all this? And they're like, yeah. And I killed them. They were noisy. They were noisy. Okay. Now, I did miss a couple. You okay with your son becoming an epic gamer? Yeah, I am.
Like, why do I want to find 50 feathers scattered across the map to only find it's a bronze trove? Why thanks Assassin's Creed face with tears of joy. I hear you there. Alpha Nerd says, the Mega Drive, that's so weird for me to hear because I've always known it as the Genesis, my favorite system of all time. Curious off topic, are you a fan of Robert Whittaker? He's a Kiwi USC champion. I have heard of Robert Whittaker, but I don't actually watch UFC here. You know, I haven't actually watched any fights in a long time. I think the last one I watched was the Robert Parker fight, which was boxing, not UFC. And just because my brother wanted to watch it, and we had Sky, so we bought it on. we bought it on. Ooh, ow. We bought it for an evening, and we watched that. And it only lasted 3 rounds or something like that, you know, like 9 minutes with 2.5 hours build up
50 NZ dollars, so 25 US dollars. It was, I looked at him and go, do you feel like you wasted 50 bucks, bro? He's like, yeah, I really do. Like, why do I, yeah, I've already read that one. Cool. But yeah, the game I was going to suggest for people that want to play side by side, co-op was Dungeon Defenders 2, or is it? Yeah, Dungeon Defenders 2 is it's a multiplayer online up to 4 players in the network, and like 60 in the town or something like that. But you can also play 4 players split screen, or no, sorry, 2 players split screen. Which, you know, my son likes to play games with people, with people sitting right next to him. He doesn't like to play with people online yet because he doesn't understand quite that they're actual people playing on the other side of the world. That hasn't clicked for him. He's 4. I've got to give him a break. So, yeah. So if you like playing games with people sitting side by side, that one's kind of fun. It's just a hack and slash that you can also build defenses. It's a tower defense game. A little bit of strategy in there, a little bit of action, and you can have up to 4 heroes that you can select, customize, level up, and equip with items. So it's got an RPG aspect to it. It's very cartoony, it's very Fortnite-y in look and feel, but be great for anybody in their teens and younger. You know, if a 4-year-old can play it, it's probably recommended at 8 years old. So, sweet. So pretty much I've got most of it. There is that bit to go. Oh crap, I really can't be asked. And what is the time? 9:23. I've got an hour. No, I've got to knock off a little bit. I've got 40 minutes, let's say. Now, I have been wanting to do chat songs at the end. So if anybody is keen to have a game of chat songs, which is where I pull out the guitar, I try and find a riff that is not copyrighted, and then you guys type in the chat, and I have to try and turn it into a song. Okay, and it's just whatever order it comes out. That's what I try and sing. Oh crap, Brabble. I'm on the wrong side. It's that side that I want to be on. Man, this is messy. This is going to kill my OCD. I think what might be easier is to actually just bust through this wall and do it from there. Oh, crap, I've got more of that junk. Should have dropped my junk. Always got to drop your junk.
Hello.
Hello, Venus Flyfish. Wow. Nice name. This is not the wall I wanted to crash. I think it's the staircase. I think I need to go under the staircase. Ah, yes, I do need to go under the staircase.
Hey, fish.
Yeah, Venus flytrap is a carnivorous plant, is it not? So a Venus flyfish is a, you know, here's my stupid guess, but is a lady who likes to fly fish because, you know, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Great book, that too. I suggest that for anybody who is, well, it's actually probably more male than female, but I don't know. I'm not a female, so I didn't get a chance to read it from that perspective. But it pointed out of quite a few things that I thought were impressive observations about the similarities and differences between the male and female gender.
Alright, Fortnite has updated. I must stream now. This has sent me back an hour and a half late. See you in the next one. Good chat.
Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by.
Got on your pickaxe, bro?
I have, on one, it's just efficiency and unbreaking 3, and on the other, mending, fortune, and efficiency 4, which I only use basically on the diamonds and coal and emerald, and what's the other one? Redstone. So yeah, I usually just use that on there.
Talk to you later. Sneaks, thanks for the sub.
That's right. Yeah, help each other out while you're here. Definitely, I'm all for that. You know, I'm all for unity amongst all peoples on planet Earth. I would love to see peace on this planet before I die. So next generation, you have 47 years. Because yeah, apparently, according to my dreams, it was 87. I was 87 when I finally kicked the bucket. So I don't have, you know, I don't have that much longer. It's up to you, Deathwolf. No pressure, bro. No pressure. Oh, gee. Okay, what the... Oh, my God. What was going on here? How did this happen? I don't want to delve into the CSI of that situation. But that does not look...
You're becoming one of my favorite YouTubers. When I spoke to you on my stream, I got a really good positive vibe from you. Just your question.
Yeah. That's great, because I enjoy how to... I enjoy talking to people. I don't like trolling people. The only people I do troll are the trolls.
From Canada and America, your way. I want unity in the world as well.
Yeah, it would be amazing. Like, if we did have that, we would be able to we'd be able to cross borders without needing a passport, because you'd know everybody's sort of sticking to the same rules. Being kind and compassionate towards one another. Which is idyllic, it's an ideal situation, but it's not something that seems realistic. But every day I see a new positive aspect of things happening, just today, that warmonger Bolton, what's his name, the head of the National Security Agency in America, just got fired. And he had been pushing for so many years for war around the world. And thank you, Venus. Thank you. Trolling the trolls. Maybe in the future we'll have a Starfleet way of life from Star Trek. Yeah, that would be amazing. I can't wait for replicators, honestly. Like not the type in Blade Runner. No, those are replicants. But yeah, replicators that reproduce food and clothing, and you can, imagine like the 3D printer of today, but you could type your own things in there, like build your own designs, and then have this machine printed out. Imagine how useful having one of those in your house would be. That would just be mind blowing. I'd love to see that before I clock the game of life. One day I will clock it. But yes, Alpha Nerd, it was really serendipitous that we actually met, because your subscription popped up and I wasn't subscribed to you. I didn't feel I had seen or met you in a chat or something like that, but it popped up and I swung by and I'm like, hey, this is some cool stuff. I'm gonna, I hit the red button like I do, and try to catch up with you when when you do videos. So yeah, I was amazed that it was just out of the blue, and it was, I thought you were a cool guy. It doesn't often happen on the internet that random good things happen. Often we get a lot of random bad action, but yeah, when good stuff happens, you gotta roll with it, man. That is cool stuff.
Instead of saying we are 18 years old, we should say we have an experience level of 18. We should. But then Deathwolf, wouldn't we be pushing into the area of, okay, how do you calculate experience based on your skills that you've attained, the level of expertise you've gotten to in that different area of skill sets? Somebody who has learnt a lot of things would have more experience than somebody who hasn't. And I talked about this with Alpha Nerd earlier about whether dreams counted towards your overall age, because I've spent about 17 years in the dream world. So do those count? Do those add on to my experiential years that I feel I've lived in reality? And that it's pretty amazing. Level 7, you are a noob.
I shouldn't be laughing though, because if we translated that into reality, that's a 7-year-old dying. It's not funny. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Deathwolf. I'm sorry to point that out. It's just, that's me. I do point out the worst things. Yeah. Yeah, that was, those are strange thoughts that just wander through, but, when we pick up on them and take them somewhere, who knows where they could go. I think out there are a lot of people thinking along the same lines, but sort of decide against saying anything because it might seem too crazy. I'm not too worried about how I'm perceived by others. I'm more worried about how I behave, how I react, and how how I treat other people, and how I treat myself. That's probably what more of the things that I think are important. And in regards to life and stuff, you know, just getting skills and learning new things and learning from my mistakes, that sort of stuff is important to me. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's all, I think it's all a big learning curve, this world we're existing in. We've all chosen to be here somehow. I don't know, I don't remember how. Holy crap, I don't remember how I chose to be here, but I understand I'm here now, so I've got to make the most of it. Yeah, so this works. I think I can turn that off now. Drowning mechanism's off, so I can flick that button. That'll switch it back to just normal zombies, so I think I've had enough of these guys. I think I've had enough of digging out this place, but there's still blocks left. Oh man, OCD. I don't have bad OCD, I have self-inflicted OCD. I'm like, I want it to be a certain way, so I continue. And that's, I think, part of why I get so far in my worlds is because I don't stop when it gets too hard. I try something else. I do something different for a little while and try to regroup and reassert what I want to see happening here. Oh, this is another silverfish, die. You can tell a silverfish block because it takes a little while longer to break than your average stone block. And oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, it has been an amazing week for me because the big news this week for me was that my daughter, after so many years being held up by her grandmother didn't want her to come live with me, you see, but she has just moved down to live with us. So everything has moved so quickly and so fast this week. And the work has been intensely busy, which is much better than it being slow. I don't like slow work days. I like to get there, do my job, get out, so I can focus on the things, focus on my goals for life. They're a lot more important to me than making a lot of money for somebody else and trading my time, because that's all I've got. That's all I feel I've got is time here on Earth. I was actually blown away when you told me you're from New Zealand, because I had no idea who you were. It was out of the blue, and that's awesome. I'm glad, cool guy. You are a cool guy as well. Early 80s babies, for sure, man, for sure. I am early as in the 80s. 81, man, best year. The OCD life didn't choose me, I chose the... yeah. Hit the nail on the head there, Deathwolf. I heard you mention that you're an artist. What did you do? Did you or do you do for a living as far as your artist background goes, even if it's just a hobby? Okay, in regards to art, what I've focused on for the last 10 years is wood and stone sculpture. Before that, it was drawing and painting. And overall, my goals as an artist are to become basically not just a jack of all trades, but a master of all media. So I'm working in mixed media. I've taken on this job as an aluminium joiner to learn part of my next phase, which is going to be metals. So aluminium, steel, iron, forging, that sort of thing is the next 10 years. So I've got 2 more years to complete my self-inflicted, I want to say, my self-made goal of becoming really good at carving wood and stone, which also expanded out into bone, shell, organic materials, that sort of thing. And I'm trying to bring all of those different pieces together to become a polymath artist. So I, try to use my expertise from all different areas to work on that. But now I've also got this. This is in a way a functional work of art that other people can pretty much look through and use. It brings into the fore the functionality that I really like about not just gaming, but in life. I like things around my house to function. So even though this whole place is a mess, it reminds me of how much work I've got to do on my life, let alone just my Minecraft world. It is a reflection of myself. I have all these different rooms in which I do different things, metaphorically, and I need to make a way to consolidate them all and find out who I really am. But yeah, I enjoy art. It's a passion. You crave for pancakes? Oh man. 3 a.m. pancakes. Can't be a bad thing. Can't be a bad thing there, Deathwolf. I'd say go for it, buddy. Holy jeez. I've been playing too much Fallout. Like, that's been a lot more fun than I thought it would be to stream. As far as shooting games go, my friends know I am terrible at them, so you know, having fun shooting things is not my forte. But the thinking side of it, the making funny stories about situations, trying to analyze and deconstruct what they've built, you know, because Bethesda are really great storytellers. Sure, they have a few thousand glitches, but yeah, they tell a good story, and they've got great graphics. They've got amazing depth of character, and I like how the storylines, especially in, you know, in New Vegas, Skyrim, they are multi-choice. You know, it's a pick a path book, which, you know, Alpha should remember those. They were a big thing. Oops. Okay, I've broken something up there. I've updated a block. Let's go fix it. Did these just all empty? I think they all... Oh, okay. No, you just broke. That's what you did. Let's see if we can stop it. I'll take you from there, and then I'll put you in here, and let's see if we can stop. Thank you. That's telling me save. I haven't saved this whole time. So, you can really... It's only 3 a.m. It's 9:38. 9:38 in New Zealand right now. I think it's 3 a.m. for Wasteland Wandering Deathwolf in Texas. So yeah, it's 9:38 on a Tuesday. It's Wednesday, sorry, Wednesday. Man, that's what I mean. The week has gone so quickly with my daughter moving in here. It was pretty much 4 months early. She was going to move in after Christmas. So, you know, we're slowly getting everything ready, and then her grandmother said, she's moving in this weekend. I'm like, well, I might not get this chance again, because she might have just gone loopy and decided that I can have my own child. Which makes sense, right? I've always wanted her since her mother passed away when she was 6. And it was just her grandmother couldn't let go, because, you know, her granddaughter was the closest thing to her daughter that she had. And I felt I couldn't take that away. What on earth have I done to make it do that? I think updating these blocks down here has set something off. Or I have triggered something. How did I trigger it? This shouldn't even be running. Basically, this shouldn't be running. I've broken something over here. That torch is off. I didn't break anything. But what I will do is turn that on again, I suppose. Because I don't think I can deal with that all night. And then I'll have to assess what the hell did I just do to that? What on earth did I just do? Okay, you're turning on again. Fine. They're still drowning them. It's still drowning them. What on earth is it doing? It might have just lagged out because there's too many zombies in my spawner here. Deathwolf is American. It's 4:38. Oh my god. You got school tomorrow, dude. You've got school in the morning. Well, you've got school in like 2 hours. 5, 7 o'clock. Get ready for school. School by 8. Do they start at 8 or 9 there? Like, I think our schools are 8:30. Pretty sure, actually. The intermediates, which are like, geez, what's that year? Year 7 to 9? Oh, I don't know. The lady, my lovely lady, does all that stuff. All I do is pay the bills and work my ass off. 5:40 a.m. here, going to bed soon. Day off today. Hey, that is awesome. I love the sound of day off. That still didn't stop it. It's powering that, right? Oh, shit. I'm going to get this iron first. Give me that before I forget. I need this stuff. I'm so low on it. So low on the iron. I'm going to have to turn the whole thing off. Did I put a delay on that? I can't understand why this all of a sudden just died. I can't even pull all of it out of there. Alright, time to throw some things away. You're gone, you're gone. One arrow? You're kidding me, right? What else can I get rid of? Okay, sorry, one piece of redstone, but I've got thousands of that stuff. Let's see if we can get that out of there. Okay, now she's stopped. I don't know what I've done to that. I thought somehow I'd powered it from underneath, but it was when I was breaking stuff. Sometimes there's this effect called a bud update, which is a block update, where if you break a certain block, it updates the blocks around it and then triggers some sort of redstone on a diagonal, which is weird. It's totally weird. But that, I think, is what might have happened. I can't be sure. So that doesn't make sense. It usually doesn't happen in that way. But those are the sorts of problems that I love working out in this game. When something goes completely wrong, I look around for why the hell is it doing it? What did I do? Can't put a shulker in a shulker, can you? Don't want to put a shulker in a shulker. Those can go though. Oh crap. But where was that last spot? There was a last spot that had bloody stone around it. If I can get that, I can get the flock out of here and take my sheep somewhere else. I think this is the spot. I think this is it. Once I do this, the whole lot will be el completo. And then I can say I achieved half of what I was going. Oh, did I just break that? Oh no, sweet, we're good. We're good. Those can all go too, I guess. I won't get another chance while I'm around this area, I'm pretty sure. Those need to stay there. Okay. School starts at 8 here, but my bus comes at 7:20. Oh man. I feel so guilty. I'm ruining it for Deathwolf. Yeah, if you don't pass Deathwolf, you can you can blame me. You can also get free lessons in anything I am fluent in. So that would be English, the sciences, physics, chemistry, about 3 forms of maths: algebra, statistics, calculus, aerodynamics, hydraulics, and the arts. I wouldn't suggest the arts though, because I'm a really bastard of a teacher. But all of those other things probably not so bad. Not so bad. I can be a lot more lenient in those ones. I do art my own way. It's so mad. It's the same way that I do the Minecraft stuff. I get so wound up if certain things aren't done a certain way. I try to let it go when it's other people though, of course. When it's other people, I try to let it go. When I do it, oh man. Kill myself now. So sweet. I got my 30 levels. I'm almost up to 35, which is how it always goes in here. There's always tons of levels while I'm building this thing. The last time I got up to 36 times just to do the bottom of this thing. I'm a really slow builder. That probably accounts for a lot of it. That is a bone. Oh, hey, D-dubs.
But I am pretty sure with how easy the classes are all passed.
Oh yeah, don't get too cocky there. How you doing, D-dubs? How you been this week, man? Hope everything's going well for you. I'm just grinding away, having a good old chat, and you should probably check out Alpha Nerd's channel, man. I know you you're an author, and authors write plays and scripts, which are then turned into movies, and Alpha Nerd does movie reviews and games and stuff, so you might want to check his stuff out there. But what on earth? Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That is fine. And I put the glass back. Son of a butt monkey. That is really disappointing. Pretty sure with how the easy... yeah. Okay, no, I did read that. I did read it. I totally have to close that up.
It's pretty complex. I've never played it before, but I've gained an interest. But now I feel like it might be too late for.
Yeah, for you to get into it and start learning.
Being cocky might be in my nature, or I'm just overcompensating.
At least you know your weaknesses there, Deathwolf. But yeah, it is. I thought it was a kid's game. Like, my kids had it for 2 years, and they literally had to force me to play it. But the first time I played it, I didn't stop playing for 4 hours. The battery on the tablet that I was playing it on pretty much went flat. And my daughter was looking around asking her, Mum, where's my tablet? And she's like, oh, your dad's still out on the deck. He's been out there for 4 hours drinking and playing Minecraft. Yeah. So, awesome stuff. Yeah, he's a great guy. Oh man. The impersonations too. And a wonderful singing voice. I kind of lost my voice a few weeks ago. It still hasn't quite recovered. I should have given it more of a rest. Once I get my voice completely back, and maybe I think I might even have a little cold as well, I can do some more singing and entertaining in that fashion. Hey, can I even pick these up? I hope so. Is that it? No, I've got to do this. Yep, I've got to do this bit here, and then it's done. It's so close. Is it? Yeah. It's so close. I think I'll leave a few here. I do not have a good singing voice, but my impersonations are pretty good laughing face with tears of joy. That's right, but you know, if you have a good impersonation voice, then it sort of goes hand in hand with being able to, you know, if you just impersonate a singer, it comes out pretty sweet. You know, because I'm a bit of a mimic as well, not as talented as some of the voice actors out there, and you know, but I enjoy making them. Sometimes I hit the mark, sometimes I change it and get it wrong, but you know, that's all part of learning, isn't it? True. I'll find it learning stuff. But sometimes I've tried to emulate different singers, and it's actually worked out quite well. One of my favorite ones to emulate is actually Jim Morrison from The Doors. When I was about 16, I found The Doors on one of my mother's records and started playing that, and my father said, don't play that crap, and handed me Brian Ferry. But I started singing that stuff and really enjoyed it. And the depth, it was really deep, weird, and awesome. Which is a great way to sort of drop that back into the stream this late. But yeah, that was cool. I actually do like Brian Ferry now. At the time, in the you know, mid-90s, I think I was listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony and geez, what else? Far out. Oh, that's the only one I can really remember. Lots of it was various and eclectic, so there wasn't really one particular type of music I was into, but I enjoyed most of them. Oh, jeez, that was a stretch. Twilight Wolf would have been proud.
I was impersonating Ozzy Osbourne yesterday, and it did sound pretty decent. I even did it into a fan, and it sounded even better.
Experimentation is the key to unlocking new skills, and that, my friend, is a good way to do it. Never thought I'd use it. Oh, yeah, using a fan, of course, to get that vibrato effect. That is awesome. Yeah, problem solving and being creative with things is just, it's a luxury and a gift for many of us. And when we've got it, we don't realize how many people don't. And then you know, you meet them all the time on the internet. But You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just when you are a creative person, it doesn't occur to you that people just can't make stuff up and come up with new things. Even though I bet everybody, you know, quite a few people have done the whole fan thing before, but when you haven't seen it and you come up with it, that's an original thought. Of course, the next day you see there's like 100 people that did it as well, but that doesn't matter. You were there, you did it. Yeah, let's get rid of those. So let's pick all this crap up, have a look around, and then I'll probably decide to destroy half of this and replace it with something looking better. But pretty much everything that's that color stone there, I will be covering up with a mix of these colors, just keeping to the theme of the entire base so that it all ties together. It's one theme within this crafter's retreat. Because at the end of it, the goal is to have access to every resource in the game within a small footprint, like basically a village area. Do you have a movie request or 2 or 3? I would do as long as I've seen it. Okay. Okay. I have watched 3,482 movies in my time, and that's not a lot compared to some major cinephiles out there. But you know, geez, where would I start? Can you narrow it down to maybe give me a genre, your favorite genre, actually, if you could narrow it down to your favorite genre, I will pick one from that genre. Yeah, it's a lot. It was, yeah, it's crept up there since I met my friend who owned a video store back in the early zeros there. He no longer owns a video store, surprise, surprise. But yeah, he had seen 4,500, and I was like, oh, that's a goal. At the time, I was up to about 1,800, and I thought that was a lot. But yeah, now it's up to 3,500 almost. Action or comedy? Okay, so a couple of picks for my comedies would be, I found The Land of the Lost to be underrated and rather hilarious. As far as action movies go, yeah, The Land of the Lost, of course, featuring Will Ferrell and Danny McBride, and those ones. Geez, I forget the other people who starred in that, but I think those were the 2 main ones that I remember at the very least. And then a comedy, I mean an action film. You know, I'd like to go back. I don't know if you've done the Matrix yet, because that was an action movie that I really enjoyed when it first came out. I walked out of that theater with a distinctly altered perspective on the world. And so yeah, those would be my 2 picks. If you haven't seen the Matrix, not yet. You haven't seen the Matrix yet. Okay, it's time for bed, or I'll end up dead. To dream I go, what I'll see I don't know. To awaken to light, to try not to fight, and to hang out with friends with unknown ends. Good night, y'all. Awesome poetry there, Death Wolf. That is amazing. I'm gonna have to save that somehow. Can I screenshot that? So then I could probably turn that into a song for you. Actually, I'll just copy it to the clipboard and then I can paste it, can't I? Control C. Another good action film that I've seen recently. Doom. Okay, action horror. Doom featuring Carl Urban, The Rock, you know, Dwayne Johnson, and a few others. 2 great picks. It's on my list to do. Oh, cool, great stuff. Yeah, awesome. But yeah, those 2 are the first ones that rolled off the top of my head. I have watched them in the last 4 months, and yeah, after not watching The Matrix for probably 10 years, and Land of the Lost for about 4. I used to watch it with my daughters, because I thought they would enjoy that sort of comedy. You got pooped out by a dinosaur? Oh man, I can't put that there. I can put it there though. Yep, cool. So yeah, thank you for joining me tonight, Alpha Nerd and Death Wolf. Good night, buddy. I better get ready for work in the morning, get my last things done of the day, and I will reassert what I'm going to do in my head. I'll go into my dream realm and build it there so that I can bring it forth into the Minecraft realm. Probably on Friday. I think I might give it a go on Friday and maybe do some more Fallout tomorrow, because I have been enjoying that game. I like a bit of a jump scare, and trying to learn a new game, even though technically it's a lot like the other games. There's still certain nuances that I would like to get better at. So yeah, in the meantime, be kind to one another, everyone out there, and peace. I'm gonna go get some rest, have a shower, because man, I probably don't smell the best. Laters.